Thanks for joining me. I'm Sue, too tired to cook, but today I want to teach you how to make whole wheat dumplings. You can use regular flour. I've used regular flour for many years, but since going through chemo and being diagnosed with breast cancer, I've kind of upgraded my cooking habits, feeding habits. I don't use white flour anymore, no sugar, no artificial sugar, and no dairy. In Chinese cooking, there's no dairy anyway. So, but it's not so hard and much more less meat. Oh, let's take my tea out here. This is, by the way, hot water and orange, just flavored water. It's very tasty. In this class, I'm going to teach you how to make whole wheat dumplings filled with aromatic chicken. Feel free to choose whatever fillings you would like. In another class, I'll teach you how to make vegan filling using classic ingredients, Chinese ingredients, and my homemade vegan spice combo, which I'll show you how to make. But anyway, in this course, we're going to make the aromatic chicken filling, which is a classic filling. The wrappers that we're going to make from scratch, I'm making from whole wheat. You can choose to, if you like to use white flour. It's a great straight exchange. Same amount of white flour as same amount as whole wheat. It works very well with whole wheat. And I have to say, dumplings is a very economical dish. It's, you know, you can, I usually buy half a kilo of meat and it makes quite a lot of dumplings, like 80 dumplings. Because each dumpling, remember, is bite-sized. They're small. They have to be small because they have to fit on a chopstick. And that's the beauty about cooking Chinese, because when they're that small, they cook very, very fast. And I cook them straight from the freezer, and I'll show you how to make them later on. You don't need to defrost them, because if you defrost them, they'll get soggy. So just cook them, take exactly the amount that it sauces, you're good to go. It's very economical. It's great for budget families who are mindful of their expenses. And it's a great investment on time, because you make a load and you put them in the freezer and you forget about it. And then when you come home and you're too tired to cook, right? So you just take a few out, throw them on a pan, or make some noodles, or even just water and a cube of stock, and just boil them up, and you have a hot wonton soup, homemade. You know exactly what's inside of it. So let's go. I wanted to show you the frozen ones. Let me show you the frozen ones. These are my frozen dumplings that we're going to make today. I'm going to show you how to make. They're brown because they're from whole wheat. And as soon as I've made them, I put them on a tray and put them in the freezer. Even if I'm going to eat them tonight, I will put them in the freezer, because if they stand around, they'll dry. The pastry will dry. It's very delicate pastry. They'll dry and they'll crack and they'll sag. In order to keep them nicely shaped like this, just freeze them as is. Keep the beauty, and you cook them straight from frozen. No need, absolutely no need to defrost them. See how lovely that is? This is brown flour, whole wheat flour, folks. Without any preservatives, any egg, any dairy, nothing, nada. Just flour and water and salt, and the know-how of how to mix it, how much to rest, and then how to roll it and to fold it, which I will show you in this workshop. There we go. What I'm trying to make here. And I want to show you my kitchen, because this is my real live kitchen. I want to make cooking classes that are real. This is the heart of the house. I have one kid over there who just came from school, and I have friends who are upstairs, and my husband will come and go in and out, and my other son might come home from college. And it's going to be around and in and out of this kitchen, and maybe I'll have time to edit it, maybe not, but I want you to see that it's real. And I don't always have time to do all the fancy editing and stuff. I just want to get it out, and I want you to see the class and to be able to start cooking yourselves as soon as possible. I'm very excited with what I'm doing, and I'm only making things that I'm excited about. So whatever, I just want to share what I'm learning, what I'm passionate about. And comfort food, it has to be comfort food, and it has to be nutritious to share with you. So I hope you enjoy this class. And this one, the last two, I have two pastries left, which I'm going to put some sweet stuff in, like apples. I hope I have apples. I think I have apples. I'm going to put some apples in, and then we're going to deep fry them. Or maybe not, maybe as a pot sticker. Here, I'm preparing from scratch the fresh ingredients for our whole wheat dumplings. I will include a link in the description box below where you can directly register for Too Tired to Cook online workshops or sign up for upcoming courses. This dumpling class with whole wheat flour is included along with vegan dumplings and gluten-free dumplings made in the traditional Chinese Cantonese way. It's a great dish for busy families who care about keeping a healthy, nutritious lifestyle and also on a spending budget and who like to keep mindfulness of their finances. All three of my kids can grab a handful, 5, 6, 8, even 10 frozen dumplings and cook straight from the freezer. 15 minutes and they're done. Piping hot dish of dumplings on the table, ready to eat. How fast is that? And that is why I always make a big batch when I make dumplings. One son who's vegan, one son who's the absolute opposite, carnivore, and the third son who likes both meat and vegetables. And somehow the vegan dumplings spiced up with my own homemade, which I will be teaching in my classes. In the classes, I'll show you my favorite ways of folding the dumplings and my hacks and tricks in the kitchen. There are special ways that I like to fold my dumplings depending on the fillings. Often when I label the bags, the labels would fall off or the markers would fade away, so I never know what's in the dumplings. So I would make a few different shapes, and according to the shapes I will know instantly what is exactly in the dumplings, because as I say, I have a vegan son and a meat eating son, so it helps to know what's inside the dumplings when they are frozen. Having a bag of dumplings in the freezer is just a great peace of mind. Sometimes friends can pop over and I might not have anything in the fridge, or I just don't feel like starting to make a meal, then I will just take a whole bag even and just either make a huge wonton soup for everybody or some pot stickers, or just boil them up on water and put some dipping sauce on top. Simply having a bag of dumpling frozen in the freezer waiting for any kind of emergencies, or just waiting to be used. Now here you can see me folding the dumplings in the two different shapes. When you learn how to make your own dumpling wrappers fresh from scratch, there's just no comparison, and there's no need for water because the dough will do exactly what you will tell it. Here are two different shapes that I like to use to indicate what kind of fillings that are inside. All homemade whole wheat flour, nutritious, no sugar, no dairy, and no white flour. Perfect. If you like this video, please hit the subscribe button, and if you would like to have more details about the online workshops, then check out in the description box the online link. That will take you straight to the registration page and will give you the up and coming new workshops. let me know below in the comment section what you would like to learn to cook, what interests you, what kind of foods, and let's make an adventure together. Bye, guys.